Well, we're back with the Simplicity Surf 515, and I do believe today might be the day we get it done. Because, well, I did a bit of research, and I figured out that some other parts that could be failing right now are the points, the contact points, and those are underneath the flywheel. So, I'm going to get that flywheel off, and then get those points sanded, and then, I don't know, see if anything changes. See if we'll get spark. Maybe. Who knows? Today might be the day. Part 4. Oh, yeah. Where's this part 5? I don't know. I'll check. I'll also flash it up in editing up here somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to take all these little things off so I can get this guy off. Then I'm going to get the flywheel off. So, yeah, I'll do that off camera so I could figure it out without going back. And I don't know. I feel like it will be, 1, really hard to record, 2, since I don't know what I'm doing. I'll probably have to redo something about 5 times, and that might get a bit repetitive. So, yeah. I'll get to doing that. Then you'll get to see this things underneath what's in there, if I succeed. If not, you will never see this video, so I don't think we need to worry about that option. Alright, just finished pulling that apart. Oh, yeah. This is my pile of parts. All I did was, so I took the screwdriver, and then so this little metal plate was sitting on there like this. So all I did was I took it, and it was stuck on there. So I tapped at it with a hammer. Just a little tappy taps, don't want to damage it. And I bathed it in WD-40. So there's all those ball bearings you see. Take those out, put them in a safe place. Probably a solo cup or a pan. I don't know. I don't think we're using those. Ooh, or that little container over there right there. Ooh, I just got grease all over my screen from zooming. And, yeah, I gotta wipe that off and then finish getting this stuff off, which I heard from the video I was watching on how do I go about doing this. And if I needed any special tools or anything, just go slow. Tap it. Just lightly tap. So, yeah, I'll do that. And then, yeah, get back to you in a minute. Alright. I was told this would be the hardest part to get it off. This little guy. Ooh, I'm out of breath after doing that. So what you do is you take a pipe wrench like this, and you put a pair of vice grips on there so it doesn't move the flywheel. You take it, you put it on here. I did break off that little thing, but all that does is keep on the protective mesh. So I think it's okay. And then you just whack it with a hammer. It might seem like you're breaking things. I broke things, but the tutorial video also broke things. So, yeah. I did it differently than the tutorial did, though. So, yeah. Whatever works for you, if you ever do this. But that's what I did. I took a pipe wrench, and it worked. Get all that nasty stuff out of there. Nice. Looks good. Yeah, alright. Well, I'm going to get to what I hear is a slightly easier part, but still pretty difficult. Taking off the flywheel. Alright, I got the flywheel wiggly. Well, okay, well, it just went back on, but there we go. Whew, this thing's heavy. Never seen the underside of a flywheel. It's pretty neat. Let's see. Oh, I kicked something, and all my screws went everywhere. Okay, I'll pick those up off camera. So what I did was, caution, do not use steel key and flywheel C instructions. No idea what that is, but yeah. So what I did was took a hammer and I just whacked this, and I took a pry bar and I pried from the engine block underneath the flywheel and just kept prying upwards. And there is what I wanted to get, but I don't. Oh, I'm sure I'll just have to take this off. Use steel key and flywheel. I don't know what that means. Oh, there it is. That is what I'm looking for, right there. This feels really thin. I'll have to be careful. Yeah, alright, now I'm going to pick up that mess I made after kicking that, those nuts and screws and bolts or whatever over. Then get this little thing off. Alright, see you in a second. Alright, here we are. This is what I've been looking for. Now, do I know what I'm looking at is a big question. I'll just give the answer real quick. No, I got no idea what I'm looking at. But, yeah. I don't know, there wasn't really any method to getting into this. You just took off the 2 bolts and then, yeah. Yeah, so, I'll get this all fixed. If you hear noises out there, don't worry, that's just a plow truck. So yeah, I'll get this all sorted out and then I'll be back. Well, I did a bit of looking around in there, and I realized that is definitely a problem. There's a bunch of green corrosion on in these little contacts, and those are what's responsible for the spark over here. So I really do think that this might be the last one, knock on wood. So yeah, I really hope it is. I have a feeling it's not, but oh well, I can hope. Now I'm going to sand those, because I haven't sanded them yet. So I'll do that, get the engine reassembled, and then, yeah. The only other problem than that is gas tank. Very rusty. Have to figure out a way to clean that. Probably have some solution at AutoZone that I'll buy. If they don't, well, it runs on starting fluid, hopefully. I don't know. So, yeah, I'll sand those points. Get everything, oh boy. I might just rerun that wire down there, because that seems easier. Yeah, so I'll get this all sorted out. Then we'll see if it sparks. Maybe I'll put it back together. Nah. I don't think I could do that on camera. That would be crazy. So yeah, I'll get these point sanded. Whoops. Alright, I put everything back together, but it wasn't working quite right. And I hear that could be a problem, of just it being nasty. So, here's a couple of 4.5 befores. This is, halfway. And then, soon you'll see the after. I just decided to give them a quick bath. I'm gonna keep on, actually, that's a bit too loud. Yeah. I know that gasket is there. Do not worry. I just haven't taken it. I haven't taken it out yet. So yes, all 6 ball bearings. That, whatever the heck you call it. I'm gonna call it a spindle for now. That little gasket seal, and collar, I guess. And then the housing is what I'm gonna call that. So, yeah, all that stuff. Gonna go in a little bath with some Dawn dish soap. I know we're low, but we have an entire refill thing. So, yeah, I got a toothbrush right there, a big scrub brush right there, and if that doesn't work, paintbrushes. So, yeah, I think we'll be good. Because it worked on cleaning my shoes, so it should work on cleaning this. So, see you when it's clean. Alright, well, I got this little, whatever you want to call it, cleaned out. Now it works good. I'm going to just put some motor oil in it from leftover from whatever I had last changed the oil on Troy. Yeah, so I'll get to doing that, and then I'll put it on there, and then we'll see if we have spark. Oh boy, this is getting repetitive. Alright, got a bit of oil in there. It spins freely. Hardly any resistance. Of course, there's a touch of resistance, but it's also basically it's also basically brand new. Well, I say that, but most of it's worn out. Probably needs replacing. This, I scrubbed at it a lot, and it seems to have come back pretty amazingly from what it was. It was all black on this side and entirely rust on this side. So much better than it was before. Still not great, but definitely better. And that's not even what this video is supposed to be about. It was supposed to be hardly any of this. just whatever's under the flywheel. But I guess one thing turns into another. And after this is that thing. So, get excited. Or scared. I don't know. Yeah, I'll get this installed. Alright, well, we've gotten to that point again. Now, time to check for spark. So, this is a make or break moment. I really gotta find a better way to do this. Yeah, checking spark is always awful, because usually is a fail. Why won't the camera focus? Maybe it's just too close. You'll see a flash. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out a better way to record this. Alright. I think that I gotta figure this out again. But you might have been able to see something. I don't know. I'll check. Okay, we definitely have spark. I'm not testing again, because I touched it, and I pulled it, and that was not too fun. Ow. So yeah, that means that we have spark. I pulled it a few times. I shocked myself 3 times. I really got to pay more attention to where I'm holding the cable. Oof. Or I can just put the boot back on. I don't know. Yeah, I got to figure out how to get... Yeah, I don't know. I know that we have spark, though. That's what's important. So, yeah, that's fun. Well, that's all that's really left to do in this video is see if it'll pop off if I shoot some starting fluid in the carburetor. However, the carburetor does look like it definitely needs a little bath. If it looks anything like what was in the flywheel, which, oh gosh, I hope it doesn't, but... Yeah. Don't worry, that noise is just the mesh on the flywheel. So, I forgot to attach the throttle cable, so please hold while I fix that. Guys, it just fired up. It just fired up off camera. What's this? Oh. I forgot to tighten the spark plug, so that's probably why it died immediately. I'm gonna fix that. Alright, it runs and drives. Just about like 15 minutes fiddling around with it. It needs this to run. It will not run without an air filter, because there's a bit of wigglage between the, whatever you call it in the carburetor. Now let's drive this puppy around. Oh yeah, this is the first time I've ever gotten to drive this. This thing is sweet. I gotta show this to my brother. Yeah, I'll show you a bit more of me driving this thing around in a minute. Yeah. Sorry about the bad camera angle. Oh, I brought the neutral. Alright, I'll set you up and then let you watch. Because, sorry that you can't be here to see it. Alright. Alright, well that's it for Simplicity Surf, Part 4. It runs and drives, and it is awesome in the snow. It's so light that it can go through it. I don't know if that's a good thing, but, well, I don't know if being light is the thing that's helping it, but I know that this thing is great in the snow so far. My Troy would not have made it through there. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and just admire this thing's beauty. Oh yeah. This thing is amazing. I'm going to put the hood and stuff back on so I can drive it around a bit more and have some fun after I'm done with having fun. Either way, I'm sure we're running low on gas. I only put a splash in it. So, yeah, see you next time. We're going to mess with that guy or the Speed X or whatever. Bye.